Is Adrian Nanchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So subscribe and click the bell notification for the latest uploads. Now, is money the root of all evil? No, it isn't. That quote is from 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. It is talking about how all in the pursuit, an all-consuming pursuit of money can lead to painful things. That painful things is embodied in the phrase evil. Paul, when he was writing this, putting the rest of the chapters and the book, 1 Timothy, and letters of 1 Timothy into context, he's talking about how Paul wants to unify the early first century Christian churches under one unified teachings and belief, so as to reduce the chances of people being led astray or people getting carried away with the teachings. He wanted people to have a modest approach towards money, because in Ecclesiastes and I think in Mark 4:19 it talks about how money is important. Money is important and money is a protection, as Ecclesiastes describes it. I want to say 7:12, I can't remember. If you click the link below, in the description in the YouTube video, there's a link to my blog, and on that blog it's got all the Bible verses, so I can't remember all of them off my heart. Now, the Bible talks about money in a modest way, and not being all, not seeing it in proportion, but understanding that money is a protection, because it talks about when you build a tower, you will sit down and calculate the cost, signifying there's some level of management required, and appealing to some level of sense. And it's also worth understanding that money will only amplify the person you already are. So if you're a generous person or a happy person, then you'll be even happier and you'll be even generous once you have money. And if you're a sad person or angry or envious person, you'll be even more so. And the Bible writers more than likely understood this, and so they advocated a modest approach to money, but understood that it was a protection. So money is not the root of all evil. And let me just read my notes. You only need to really get rich once, because when you get rich once, you've achieved what you want to achieve with regards to monetary, but they need to protect it. And this level of protection is probably what the Bible is talking about as well, because if you grow overly attached to the money and overly attached to just attaining wealth, and then it all is destroyed or is lost, then you will feel hurt. This is what the Bible means by the evil, because when you build something up, you've dedicated your entire life to it, and it's lost or destroyed, or a competitor comes along and puts you out of the market and you're bankrupt, then you feel destroyed because you focus only on this thing that is now gone, that has now been destroyed. So this is why Paul wanted people to have a balanced approach to money. Money is not evil. Money is a force. It is metal, scraps of metal or scraps of paper. It has no opinion to you. It doesn't do anything to you or do anything for you unless you put it into action. There's that law of cause and effect. Any action has opposite reaction. So money is an inanimate object, and the only power that we give it is the power, and the only power that it has is the power we give it. So when we start saying that money is our master, or money is our life, then that is what you are going to see in your life, because if that's the power you give it, the focus and attention that you give it, then that's what you're going to get from it. It's an inanimate object, and you need to have a balanced view and a balanced approach to it. Again, check out my blog link below to my website, because I've got all the links. Ecclesiastes, Mark, and I think Hebrews as well. Hebrews talks about money as well in one context. Hebrews 13:5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have, for he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. I'm quoting from the American American King James Version. So that one, Hebrews 13:5 talks about having a balanced approach to everything, not to be covetous. Not to be covetous of other people's possessions, and focused on your own stuff, and focus on building it, as opposed to wanting other people's and being thinking of stealing it and all that kind of ludicrous stuff. So money is not the root of all evil, because money, the only power it has over us is the power we give it. And some people say that their life is determined by money. Some people have control over money, and some people have money, they have mastered money, so it works for them. See, a lot of people will spend 1 hour to get 1 hour's wage, but not everyone will understand how to use money so money's working for them. They'll work for money, spending 1 hour, but they won't know how to have money work for them. And money is a protection. That's very important to understand. With money you can have so much opportunity in life and achieve so much more things easier and quicker and less hassle. But not everyone will understand that. Not everyone will appreciate that. So money is not the root of all evil. Check out the link below. I've got a few quotes down there. Put it into context. If you have a Bible yourself, read the same verses in your own Bible. See if it, what's the difference in translation, what you think to that. Because money is not the root of all evil. If anything, it's the lack of money is the root of all evil. Because lack of money, what does that lead to often? You could argue poverty. You could argue crime. Desperate times call for desperate measures. If anything, it's the lack of money. And the quote, 1 Timothy 6:10, is talking about like the all-consuming pursuit of money and being led away from the church. That's evil. That's bad, because it's a distraction and you're putting money above God. But also, when you're all consuming in it and something bad were to happen to it, your life will be destroyed. So having a balanced view and recognising that it's a protection as well, and calculating it with regards to the tower, calculating money and understanding it and managing it well, then you have a balanced view and a balanced approach to money. So money is not the root of all evil. A lot of people will say that quote was talking about the root of all evil, and that it leads to pain. It does lead to pain if not in moderation. So check out the link below in the description of the blog post. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. And I'm grateful for playing a small role in that. So subscribe and you'll see me again soon. How cool is that?